Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Welcome to another episode of Collection My Stuff. This time I'm going to be talking about my concert tickets and movie tickets I have here in this book. Now, I don't have a lot in here. It's just a small stack, so I might, hopefully I make this video short. I don't know. I may ramble on some things, but let's start with some of the concert tickets. This is the first concert I went to. This was Lynyrd Skynyrd, Three Doors Down, and Drew Jennings. For those of you who don't know who Drew Jennings is, it's a band kind of like one of those southern rock, rock bands. And this was a really fun show. And I remember Skynyrd when they were singing "Sweet Home Alabama." I think members of Drew Jennings, I remember that members of Three Doors Down came up to sing "Sweet Home Alabama" with them. It's pretty cool. This is Dickie Betts and the Great Southern. My mom took me to this show because she likes Dickie Betts. Dickie Betts was the lead singer of the Allman Brothers Band, and now he's just doing solo stuff. This is from 2004. All these tickets are like out of order by date. This is one of those Radio City Music Hall Christmas shows with the Rockettes. This was in New York City. This is my first time seeing Aerosmith at the Great New York State Fair. It's really cool. Bullfire, I try to remember who they are. It's kind of like it was a Christmas show. They had violins, they had women tap dancing. That's all I can remember. This was from years ago. And this is at my mom's birthday present that year. We went to see Mamma Mia when they were doing the tour. And now that I heard that they're gonna discontinue the show on Broadway. It's a shame, but I was lucky enough to see the show, and I also like the movie a lot. This is Classical Mystery Tour. This concert was held on the day that would have been John Lennon's 70th birthday. This is kind of like the Beatles tribute Rain. Like they sound like the Beatles, they look like the Beatles, they come out changing every show. Even the John Lennon impersonators sang the song Imagine, which was sweet. And this one, I hope you can see here, it's 38 Special. I do have other tickets with that I don't have here that I can't find. Like I have like a few more 38 Special tickets I have somewhere. My mom may have them, but I don't know. I saw them like 3 times. And this is the one where we were actually in the second row in the pit. As you can see here, the pit pass thing. And during concerts they always throw out drumsticks and those guitar picks. Well, my mom was able to find one of them. I just keep one in here. This is Spamalot, the Broadway show based on the My Python and Holy Grail movie. This is again when they were touring, and I think at this point they were discontinuing the Broadway run as well. And this is my second time seeing Lynyrd Skynyrd, this time with the Doobie Brothers at Bethel Woods, which is the site of the original Woodstock concert in 1969. And here's my first time seeing the Allman Brothers Band with Widespread Panic. And that year was the Woodstock's 40th anniversary. And I also have the ticket where they have a museum there. And at that time they had the John Lennon and Yoko bed for piecing, like a replica of it. It was pretty cool. And this was a school trip. Phantom the Opera on Broadway, the play, that was cool as well. And this one is the God's Not Dead tour with the Newsboys. They actually came by to my church, and this is a ticket. I think I had a ticket for the third day concert as well, but I don't know. I was actually doing the camera on the third day show, and this is right before I was doing all that. The Newsboys came, and also some bands, and our pastor's band played at that show as well. Now this one I have a lot to say. This is free holiday movie they were showing Muppet Christmas Carol as the film's 20th anniversary. It just makes me, it really ticks me off when I think about it, because like I've yet to have this movie on DVD. Like, Mom, if you're watching this, that's another movie I forgot to tell you that I don't have on DVD. Muppet Christmas Carol. I'm sure you know that. But anyway, when we went to they had like in some room, like on a small screen, like a projector. There were lots of kids running around, going up to the projector. There was a few people talking by my mom the entire time. The sound was like a little bit low, and it's just, I don't know. And also the crazy thing about it is that when we got home, there was this huge snowstorm, and we got stuck on the hill, like all the way up to my house. And I had 2 of my friends with me, so we had to walk up to the hill to get to the house. Well, it's just that she got stuck in the snow. It was terrifying. This one I'm lucky to have. I went to see John Pinette. This was a few days before my birthday. This is like, I think the only time he came by so close, and I was lucky to see him. and he was really funny. He did like I try to remember. I think he did the gluten-free jokes. It's on his Still Hungry DVD. Some of his Life Bits live show he talked about the warranty things like that. God rest his soul. And I have here movie tickets. I don't usually collect movie tickets because they normally get lost, but I thought you'd like to see them. Here's one of the. Hope you see well. I don't know why it's out of focus a little bit. Here's the Minions and the Peanuts movie. This one's actually a museum ticket at the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia. The Dead Sea Scrolls. I don't know, I just found that. More movie tickets. This is the My Python Mostly Live show. It says Monty on it, but I just want to tell you what it is. Because you might be thinking, did they, like, you know, reran one of the My Python movies? And no, it's just a live show. They broadcast it live out of London. This is the ticket for God's Not Dead, the movie. Here's the two Muppet movies, the newer ones that came out in the last few years. The newer Muppet, the 2011 Muppet movie is this one, and this is the ticket for Muppets Most Wanted. This one you can barely see. When I was down in North Carolina, I went to see the new Vacation movie. See, the ink is like fading out. It's like one of those like pre-showings, like you could see the movie the day before its official release. And I thought the movie was kind of funny, you know. It can't hold a candle to the original. I agree with most people who review this, but I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was that horrible. And this is the latest concert I went to. It's my third time seeing Skynyrd at Bethel Woods, and I try to remember who the opening act was. Like, my mom recognized who they were, but I wouldn't know. And this is the latest thing I went to. It's the baseball game with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Riders and Indianapolis Indians. I live in Northeast PA, so I know the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Riders. This is like the only game I went to so far. This was held on September 11th of this year. Our pastor from the church came by to speak, but we missed it because a friend of mine who picked me up came too late to pick me up. So, and I have a video blog. I think the one I gave the video blogs a return, called Baseball Fun. It's the 13th video blog. Go check it out. It's just me filming almost, not the entire baseball game, but it's like 15 minutes. You may want to check that out. And so that's the tickets I have here, and who knows, maybe at some point, when this gets doubled, I may do a part 2 of this, but who knows. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.